Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, despite her unexpected living situation, I believe Meri Brown is happier than ever. I had assumed she was feeling lonely. After quitting her polygamous marriage, I thought Sister Wives season 19 star Meri Brown would be lonely, yet she seems to be living a fuller life than ever before. Meri, 53, has been more active since she cut herself loose, if anything. She was constantly waiting for polygamist patriarch Kody Brown to notice her while she was stuck in her unhappy marriage, but now she is free to pursue her happiness. Over the years, as Kody's first wife, she learned to share Kody with an increasing number of women. Before everything fell wrong, Kody had 4 wives and 18 kids. Over the past few years, Meri and 3 of Kody's 4 spouses have left his polygamous household. I assumed Meri would be lonely after her divorce was documented on Sister Wives season 19, but she is proving me wrong. The last person to depart was Meri. The initial shot was fired by Christine Brown, 52. She was the first to leave, despite being Kody's 3rd wife. After 27 years of marriage, they had 6 kids together. After 29 years of marriage and 6 kids, Kody's 2nd wife, Janelle Brown, 55, left the house after Christine. Meri eventually conceded defeat and called it quits on her 32-year polygamous marriage to Kody during Sister Wives season 19. Robyn Brown, 35, is Kody's current wife and his last surviving spouse. Meri appeared very content in Cancun. Meri was split between Janelle and Christine by the time she left the home. I thought the Sister Wives season 19 actress would be alone since she would be away from Kody and Robyn, but she has managed to expand her social circle. Meri doesn't appear to be missing Kody in the recent Instagram video she shared of her trip to Cancun with friends. Sunshine, friends, and Cancun, a perfect combination for a quick getaway. Meri isn't entirely cut off from the Brown family. Tragically, 25-year-old Garrison Brown passed away in March 2024. Meri had known Garrison her entire life, but he was Janelle's son with Kody. Meri shared a heartfelt remembrance of Garrison on Instagram on the 1st anniversary of his untimely passing. A year. Loved forever. Missed always. Meri captioned it, "Sweetheart Garrison." The Sister Wives actress hasn't forgotten the past, even if she is no longer a part of the family. Sister Wives Janelle Brown unveils bold strategy amid tensions over Coyote Pass and 2025 detox after welcoming new family member with Kody Brown. Sister Wives actress Janelle Brown is honing her communication skills as she fights with ex-husband Kody Brown over the sale of Coyote Pass, as the two recently became grandparents again when Madison Brown Brush gave birth. Kody and Janelle had been married for over 30 years when Janelle fled the polygamous Brown family. Christine Brown departed first, then Meri Brown, leaving Kody with only one wife, Robyn Brown. The Sister Wives season 19 star is currently undergoing a detox as she seeks to enhance her life in 2025. Janelle posted an Instagram story about a new book she's set to start reading called The Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More by Jefferson Fisher. Janelle claimed to be a fan of Jefferson's work, stating that she has been following his Instagram and is excited to get his book. Jefferson's website describes him as a trial lawyer, author, and keynote speaker who helps people communicate by teaching them how to argue less and talk more. Janelle appears to be preparing for a confrontation with Kody and wants to make sure she has the necessary tools. What Janelle's strategy of argue less means amid Coyote Pass drama. Janelle has lived with Kody for many years and has a strong understanding of his communication style, or lack thereof. Fans have seen it happen on Sister Wives. Kody gets defensive and can attack below the belt, so Janelle prepares to defend herself. Communication often fails because one partner does not receive the information well, hence a competent communicator considers this when attempting to deliver information. If the message cannot be received, there is no purpose in sending it, hence a more deliberate approach to communicating can be effective. Janelle has always been one of the less confrontational wives. She liked to stay in her lane and move through life happily. However, when the stakes are as high as they are in the Coyote Pass case, Janelle needs to improve her communication skills. Janelle probably does not need to prepare for war, but she should prepare for a battle. Our take on Janelle Brown's strategy to argue less. Janelle's post about the new book she bought reflects her post-Kody perspective. Janelle has huge plans on the horizon, and after a massive detox, she's probably feeling better than ever physically. Now, given the uncertainties surrounding her investment in Coyote Pass, her emotional state may be different. Janelle has gone through a lot over the last 4 years, including the heartbreaking death of her son, Garrison Brown. She started a new life in North Carolina, but she still has unfinished business. As Janelle grieves and takes the time to properly heal from her marriage to Kody, it's worth noting that she's reading books like The Next Conversation to ensure she's looking after her mental health and planning for the future. Star of Sister Wives, the book of Christine Brown, Secrets I'd Like to Know. Fans of Sister Wives have nothing to do but speculate about the juicy drama Christine Brown will write in her upcoming tell-all book while the show is on mid-season hiatus. Christine hasn't looked back since she left Kody Brown behind and has actually prospered. The mother of 6 is more than willing to reveal every secret that has been kept about the Brown family for the past 20 years. Since Robin Brown's arrival, I believe it is reasonable to presume that Christine had not been content in her polygamous marriage. Christine was portrayed as the envious wife who was unable to show kindness to Kody's fourth and favorite spouse for several seasons. Fans, however, are now aware that all of that was false. The father of 18 actually favored some of his wives above others. However, Christine held the most of her angst close to her heart, as any good wife would. That is, until she made the decision to finalize her divorce. Christine has been taking names and kicking ass since that day nearly 3 years ago. Kody has also been somewhat upset. Christine should remove all the niceties from her time with Kody and Robin in her forthcoming book. Fans of Sister Wives want to witness Christine's shocking candor. Viewers are aware that Christine is harboring a significant amount of hatred towards Kody, even if she has slightly lifted her mask since remarrying David Woolley. This is especially true after he said that he married her merely to gain influence because she was Mormon royalty. Christine and Robin's love is still intact. She declined to give Robin a hug when she left Arizona. Furthermore, Christine stated unequivocally that she would not be attempting to maintain a friendship of any type with the mother of 5. Christine left with all the authority, while Robin was devastated. I'm willing to bet that was the first time Christine felt in charge of Robin. Additionally, Kody's favorite wife was likely offended by that feeling of independence. Once more, Christine has been giving viewers hints about Kody and Robin's close personal relationship in the most recent season. The owner of the B&B made a suggestion that Robin and Kody had sex before getting married. Fans of Sister Wives were previously aware that during their courtship, he stole a lot of kisses. Robin's wedding gown was even chosen with assistance from the polygamous father. I'm aware that Christine secretly harbors a lot more grudges towards Robin. I'd also like to know what Christine thinks about her incessant sobbing and turning Kody's neck to make choices that were always best for her but infrequently for the family. Christine doesn't have to be cruel, but she can finally express her true feelings about Robin becoming the fourth and last wife. As a devoted observer, I think that despite Kody's incessant criticism and capacity to minimize her, Christine was genuinely in love with him. If the 18-year-old father had merely given an inch, I think Christine would have persevered. Fans of Sister Wives are aware that Kody was unwilling to try. He frequently portrayed his third wife as sentimental and incapable of comprehending the dynamics of cohabitating with a husband. Furthermore, I don't believe Christine fell in love with Kody right away. This devoted admirer believes that it took years for Christine to become disgusted by her husband. However, what was the precise moment? As soon as Christine sniffed nachos at a gas station, Kody no longer felt any physical connection to her. However, when did Christine eventually come to the conclusion that she didn't want to see the Wyoming native anymore? Fans deserve to hear all the rumors about Christine's new Sister Wives exposed book. We've watched the show for 10 years and several seasons, yet we've been left with nothing. So we've paid our dues, just like Christine. For years, Sister Wives fans have followed the ups and downs of the Brown family, a polygamous family that has shared its journey on television since 2010. Among the 4 wives, Mary Brown has often been perceived as the loneliest, especially as her relationship with Kody Brown deteriorated over time. Her struggles with emotional distance, lack of intimacy, and feeling like an outsider in her own family were well documented. However, despite what seemed to be a lonely and heartbreaking journey, recent developments suggest a different story. While many expected Meri to remain isolated and unhappy after her official split from Kody, she appears to have embraced her newfound independence with enthusiasm. In fact, Meri may be happier than ever, living life on her own terms. Meri's past loneliness and struggles. Meri was the first wife of Kody Brown, and their relationship initially appeared strong. However, over the years, cracks began to form. One of the major turning points in their marriage was Meri's emotional affair with an online catfish in 2015. Though she believed she was forming a connection with a man, it turned out to be a woman pretending to be someone else. This betrayal led to even greater distance between Meri and Kody. Following the catfish scandal, Kody made it clear that he no longer had romantic feelings for Meri. Their relationship became more like a distant friendship rather than a marriage. Despite her efforts to reconcile, Kody seemed unwilling to engage in rebuilding their bond. This left Meri in a heartbreaking situation, part of the Brown family but feeling more alone than ever. The turning point, embracing change. Over time, Meri began to shift her perspective. Rather than waiting for Kody to show interest in repairing their relationship, she started focusing on herself. One major step in this journey was her dedication to her business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, a bed and breakfast she owns in Utah. By investing time and effort into her business, Meri not only found financial independence but also a renewed sense of purpose. Running the inn allowed her to focus on something she was passionate about rather than dwelling on the emotional distance in her marriage. Meri also expanded her social network outside the Brown family. She built friendships, engaged with her fan base through social media, and traveled more frequently. This shift in her lifestyle suggested that she was beginning to move on from the emotional turmoil of her marriage. Her unexpected living situation. One of the most surprising aspects of Meri's transformation is her decision to embrace a more independent living situation. While she previously lived in Arizona with the rest of the Brown family, she has been spending more time in Utah, focusing on her inn and business ventures. At first, fans speculated that Meri's time away from the Brown family meant she was lonelier than ever. However, recent glimpses into her life suggest the opposite. Rather than being isolated, Meri appears to be thriving in her newfound independence. She is no longer confined to the drama and dysfunction of polygamy, and instead, she is creating a life that fulfills her in different ways. Signs of her happiness. Several indicators point to Meri's increased happiness. Social media presence. Meri is more active on social media than ever before. She frequently posts uplifting messages, shares updates about her travels, and engages with fans in a positive way. Business success. Lizzie's Heritage Inn continues to thrive, and Meri seems genuinely passionate about her work. Her dedication to her business suggests a sense of fulfillment that she may not have had before. Self-discovery and growth. She has been open about her journey of self-discovery, emphasizing the importance of self-worth and independence. Smiling and confidence. Fans have noticed a visible change in Meri's demeanor. She appears more confident, relaxed, and content compared to previous seasons of Sister Wives. Fan reactions. The audience has had mixed reactions to Meri's evolution. Some fans feel proud of her for stepping away from an unfulfilling relationship and focusing on herself. Others still wonder if she secretly hopes to reconcile with Kody, despite his clear disinterest. Regardless of differing opinions, one thing is clear: Meri is no longer the woman who desperately sought Kody's validation. Instead, she has embraced the idea of living for herself rather than for a failing marriage. Conclusion. Meri Brown's journey has been one of heartbreak, self-reflection, and ultimately, transformation. While many believed she would remain stuck in loneliness, her actions suggest otherwise. By focusing on her passions, surrounding herself with supportive people, and embracing independence, she has redefined her own happiness. Her unexpected living situation, which once seemed like a sign of isolation, now appears to be a pathway to personal freedom. Whether she continues on this independent path or finds new love in the future, one thing is certain, Mary Brown is no longer the lonely wife viewers once pitied. Instead, she is a strong, resilient woman who has found joy in living life on her own terms.